For Alexandra Palace?
Yeah, of course. I think it's a big one coming up again. Really looking forward to it. And back on the green stage. Looking forward to it.
Normally you go there full of confidence, in a great mood, but this year it's a little bit different form, not as you'd like it to be. Does that change your mentality?
I think my preparation is slightly different than previous years. But it is what it is. You have to deal with the circumstances. Of course, I wish I've been playing a little bit better in the last month or so. Before that, I think I had some great results at the Pro Tour and the Euro Tour. But you have to deal with the circumstances at the moment. And at the moment, there's still a lot of work to do for this World Championship. And I need to make sure I'm going to deal with that and make sure I'm getting ready because in 2 weeks' time, the World's going to start.
Does it hurt you going there when people aren't talking about you or anything like that, or do you just prefer this?
If they don't talk about me, you still want to speak to me, so I must have something to say. Do you know what I mean? No, it is what it is, and you can be down or whatever. I still love what I do, and love what I do the most is playing on the big stages. Only I have to play a bit more, a bit better, but not only that, also more consistent. And I think that's for me the way forward. And I'm going to work on my game in the upcoming days, and I'm sure I'm going to be ready for the Worlds.
Can you put your finger on what's gone wrong in the last month?
Oh, too much to tell you in 5 minutes. No, it's too many things. It's all small, a little bit of confidence, a little bit. Everything is just not clicking. Just first dart, loads of times it's not at the triple where I want it to be. But that's something I have to work on, and I need to make sure that gets better for the world.
The darts, are they here to stay, or are you going to go back to the old ones?
No, of course not. Last month I had all the games above 100 average. It's not the darts, it's just yourself. But you need to make sure you're going to do the job, and that's work hard. And otherwise, because if you don't do anything, you stand still, and I think that's going backwards. So that's not an option.
Michael, everyone is talking about the two Lukes, obviously. Yeah. Does that make you off the radar, being more dangerous, perhaps?
Maybe, I don't know yet, but I think they deserve that credit. And for me, I'm not really worrying about what they do. I more have to deal with my own situation. Do you know what I mean? I have to focus myself on my own game, and then from there on, we're going to see what's going to happen in the World Championship. The World Championship is a different tournament, and I never played bad there, so that's a good thing.
Your CV is sensational. It's unrivaled in the sport with the players who are still playing. But is there a part of you that, you know what, I want to make a statement that I'm still here?
Of course you want to do that, but I can say that every time. But yeah, I'm more relaxed now, and my darts have to do the talking now, and that's the only thing how I can reply with that is work hard, practice hard, and make sure I get mentally ready for the World Championship.
Thank you very much.
And Michael, you said that you're still loving the game, you're still loving what you do. Is there any moments where that has changed and you haven't loved it as much?
Yeah, there was more Corona period than I didn't really, but I still go to Pro Tours, Euro Tours, televised tournaments with a lot of joy. Of course, sometimes the travelling is annoying, but that's part of my job. But playing, I still love it a lot, and I think that's the start. I think from there, if you like something, anything is possible.
The feeling up on particularly the Alexandra Palace, the stage, is it still the same as it's always been for yourself? Still something you really look forward to throughout the year?
Yes, of course. But of course, to play on them stages is always different kind of pressure, different kind of atmosphere. And from there on, I think it's really good that you keep your focus going, and you have to always believe your own ability, and that will never go away.
You've seen how the sport's progressed over the last 15 years or so in your career. I'm just wondering how you think it's progressed in the last year and what's changed in particular with the emergence of obviously Luke Littler and the way Luke Humphries is playing. From your standpoint, how do you think it's changed?
I think from my point it's great. How more competitors, how more interesting for people to watch, how more viewers, how more money in the game, how bigger the sport is going to get. That's the way how it is.
Thank you, Michael.
Michael, I'm sure you'll have seen Barry Hearn's comments a couple of weeks ago about potentially the World Championship moving away from Alexandra Palace. What would be your thoughts on that? Would you like to see it move to a bigger venue?
You want to... they just follow where the money is, isn't it? It's a big, huge company, and they're businessmen, and they've been doing well for darts in the last God knows how many years. I fully get, and I think they make the right decisions. What they're gonna do.
From your point of view, would you like it to stay at Ali Pali, or would you maybe like to go to a bigger venue, maybe outside of the UK?
But then the answer is, are you still gonna get the spectators you want to get? So that's a difficult answer. But I'm not the organizer. I'm a dart player. Wherever they let me know 48 hours before, wherever it is, as long as not on Pluto, I'll be there. Wherever it is in the world. You know what I mean? So I don't care.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Best of luck.
Luke Littler's won 10 titles this year. The record is obviously yourself, 25. Is that a record he could ever reach, or is that?
I think he's been playing really well, but I don't understand why they now talk about. Of course, he had an insane year, but how many tournaments did Humphries won? 7. Yeah, I don't know, but more televised tournaments at least. But I just need to look to myself, and I only won 4.
Yeah.
Oi, bad, isn't it?
But what would it take for you to get back to that unbeatable aura?
It's not. I don't think it's. Luke Littler's not unbeatable. He lost first round in the World Match Play to me. He lost first round in the Grand Prix. Then he's winning a tournament again. Then Humphries won. Then you have what's his name? Mike De Decker winning a tournament, and the other one winning the European Championship. What's his name? Richie Etos winning a title. So no one is unbeatable. No one. Of course, there's a couple of really. He's so much talent, and I think he's great for the game. Because I think how more competitive darts is, how more it's interesting to watch, how more viewers, how bigger the sport's getting. And I think we had that in the past as well with myself and Phil Taylor before that, Bristow Taylor. You know what I mean? That's the way how darts is. It grows and goes with the flow.
Do you think Littler and Humphries are getting to as good as you and Phil Taylor were in your peak years?
I don't know. They're doing it for not even a year. Yeah, Humphries more than a year, but Littler not even a year. We did it for 10 years. But he's got the capability of doing it for a long time. But I think when everyone's turning up, I think you're going to see more interesting games to watch. I think the Anderson's playing more good. I didn't see a good Michael Smith yet this year, not good Michael van Gerwen, not a good Gerwen Price. If everyone started kicking their forms, it's going to be even more interesting to watch.
When you were winning 25 titles in a year, was the darts landscape different then?
Yeah, 100%. And before it was different with Phil Taylor, before it was different with Eric Bristow. But that's the way how darts is. It's more close to watch. There are more different winners now, and you have to deal with the situation.
Yeah, one great player, Adrian Lewis, isn't going to be at the Worlds. He's not going to have a tour card.
He wasn't there last year either.
No, is it sad? Would you love to see someone like that back in his peak?
Of course, him in his peak, but that's. I think he's more. He has to work on his throw, on his mindset, and then of course he's got the ability to do really well. But maybe he doesn't even want it anymore. Do you know what I mean? Maybe he's fine whatever he does at the moment. Up to him.
And one last one. There's a record number of 9 darters this season in the PDC. Do you reckon we'll see maybe a record at the World Championship, which is 3?
Could be. Of course, that could be at 4 easily. You never know, but you need to have a little bit of luck as well. There's only one dart on double 12, wherever it is, double 18 or. We're going to see. Hope I'm going to get 1 or 2. Hey.
Michael, sorry, can I just ask one more?
Yeah, annoying man.
you mentioned it just there, but in the play down in Minor, there was a lot of talk about fear factor of certain players, and I won't throw anyone on the bus, but there were 2 Sky pundits that said Luke Littler's the only darts player that still has fear factor. Do you think that's actually down to his ability on the board, or do you think it's the added media pressure that he brings?
I think it's media. I think it's a total combination. Of course, he's a good player. Of course, he has the media attention and everything goes his way at the moment because he's in the flow. But still, I'm not playing my best, and he still didn't beat me more than I beat him. Do you know what I mean? So that might be an answer. Am I scared of him? Not a chance.
Michael, no TV title for you this year. Is this the most difficult period of your career since 2012?
100%. It's not where I want it to be, but you have to deal with the circumstances, and that was always is always going to happen one day, do you know what I mean? But now for me, it's how am I going to answer this, do you know what I mean? In Corona period, I had a really, really tough period as well, didn't really underperformed, and I battled back as well. So now for me, it's time to answer as well with some great darts.
Remember when you first came over to the PDC, you were the wonder kid that Luke is, and then you couldn't win, and everyone was saying it will happen. Then you went on this incredible run. Now, does it feel like back when you first come over, trying to find that winning formula again?
Of course, that's always winning games is the best medicine for your form, and that's for me to answer with a couple of winning games, and then from there on, I think anything is possible again because you're not losing your talent or whatsoever. It's a little bit of the mental side, a little bit of luck, a little bit of belief, a little bit everything, a little bit. You know what I mean? And if that falls all in place again, then I'm sure everything will be good again.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.